My serious announcement begins not with thunder nor with fanfare, but with the stillness of my soul breaking its silence. The winds over Dubai have whispered it long before I did, but today I gather courage to voice what once trembled within. My eyes, though known for masking storms, now shed their veil to reveal the tender truth buried beneath the armor of duty. This is not a fleeting poem nor a royal declaration scripted for the world. This is my heart, unclothed, standing before yours, vulnerable, honest, and unwavering. I am not a prince today, not a ruler with robes flowing behind him. I am only a man, flawed and sincere, kneeling at the gates of destiny with a message that weighs more than gold. I have watched the world change, watched hearts drift like desert sand, and still, one thing remains constant: the yearning to be loved purely. Not for title, not for fame, but for the soul that lingers behind the smiles, the one who writes verses at midnight when no one watches. This poem is not to impress, but to confess. To the woman who once stood in shadows while my name echoed in every hall, this is your moment. I speak now because silence has become unbearable. I speak because hiding behind formality and tradition has drained my spirit dry. I speak because you, my muse, have unknowingly become my compass, guiding me through every storm I dared not speak of. And now, before the world, I say it aloud. I have chosen you, not just with words, but with every heartbeat that knows no pretense. My serious announcement is a vow. Not a public relations line, not a tale curated for headlines. It is the sacred promise of a man who has everything but only feels complete when he sees your eyes light up. I have known the weight of kingdoms, but none compared to the gravity of your presence in my life. You walk with grace unaware of the power you hold, and that power has unraveled the prince to reveal the poet. Yes, I still pen verses. They spill from my chest like rivers seeking the ocean, and every word, every rhyme, leads back to you. The public may see a man in control, a lion in courts of power, but in front of you, I am just a lover, humble, gentle, and true. Your name may not echo from towers yet, but in the secret chambers of my heart, it is carved deeper than the legacy of my lineage. It is time the world hears what only the stars knew. You have changed me. Before you, I measured my days by duty and protocol. After you, I count them in moments, in smiles, in shared silences and simple joys. I learned that love does not always roar, it sometimes speaks in whispers and pauses. And so, this announcement is not just to honor you, but to honor the transformation you've inspired in me. You've taught me that even royalty is a prisoner without love. Let them speak, let them judge, let the world turn pages as they wish. I am not writing this for approval. I am writing this for truth. The truth that you are not a passing thought, not a temporary muse, but the forever my soul prayed for. I am ready to walk beside you, not as Sheikh, not as a figure of admiration, but as a man who has finally found home in your eyes. If this poem shakes palaces, so be it. For it was never meant to stay behind closed doors. You may not have seen this coming. You may have thought I would remain silent, watching from a distance, keeping you in the shadows of secrets and speculation. But no more. Today, I tear down the curtain and pull you into the light where you belong. No longer will you wonder if the poetry was about you, it always was. Every line bore your essence. Every pause held your breath. Let this be the day you remember forever. The day I spoke not as the crown prince, but as a man declaring his love without reserve. The day I allowed vulnerability to crown me king of my own feelings. I am no longer afraid of what tradition might say. Love is the purest tradition of all. You have honored my soul more than any crown ever could, and for that, I owe you this moment of truth. My serious announcement is not only of love but of intent. I will not vanish after this. I will not let the dust of silence settle once more. I will follow this with action, with presence, with the unwavering devotion that builds empires not of land, but of hearts. I am stepping into a future where your hand fits into mine like destiny completing its circle. And I will protect that future with every breath I take. To those who doubt, to those who question, let them read this poem as evidence of a love that defies politics and position. Let them try to understand that even a royal heart aches, longs, and chooses. And today, it has chosen, loudly, boldly, and irrevocably. The throne means little if my queen does not sit beside me. I have built walls, yes. But you, only you, have walked right through them. So here it is. No more secrets. No more hesitation. My serious announcement is simple. I am in love, truly and endlessly. And I will no longer hide it. You, my beloved, are the rhythm of my poetry, the fire in my silence, the answer to every royal prayer whispered when no one was watching. Come forward and take your place in my life, not in secret, not in shadows, but beside me, as the woman my soul has chosen. Now that my truth is laid bare before the world, I stand calmer, like a man who has shed the last weight from his chest. I no longer fear what they will say or how they will interpret this confession. Let them analyze my every word, dissect my intentions, question the poetry of my soul. None of it matters now. Because in the heart of every sentence is a beating truth. I love you with a sincerity that breaks boundaries and rewrites rules. And that, my beloved, is no longer a secret to protect. It is a miracle to live out loud. The world may expect me to uphold the cold image of strength and detachment, but love has made me realize there is more power in tenderness. In standing here, with my feelings etched across these verses, I am stronger than I have ever been. Your name has become my shield, your love my compass. I no longer measure wealth in gold or glory, but in the way your eyes meet mine, in the warmth of your voice when the world feels cold. That is my new treasure. That I used to fear being seen as vulnerable. I worried that kings did not cry and warriors did not kneel. But love taught me something profound. That to love deeply is to be free. And so I kneel, willingly, joyfully, before your spirit, before the kindness you showed me when no one else saw the fatigue behind my smiles. You saw me when the world only looked. You listened when they only applauded. For that, I will spend every remaining breath proving to you that your love was not misplaced. This serious announcement is not the end of a confession, it is the beginning of a revolution within me. The poetry will not stop here. The letters I wrote in silence will now take flight. I will no longer hide your name in metaphors. I will speak it in open air, carve it into sunsets, whisper it through minarets, and let the waves of the Gulf carry it to every shore. You are not just someone I admire. You are someone I will fight for, live for, and if fate demands, even fall for. There are many who will claim to understand what this means. Some may even try to rewrite my story. But none will know how much courage it took to say your name aloud, to choose love over protocol, to follow my heart in a world that taught me to lead with my head. Yet here I am, choosing you above all, because love that is real does not hide. It roars, it dances, it declares. And I declare you, my beloved, as the center of my every sunrise moving forward. You, who never asked for recognition, who never once begged for acknowledgement, have become the most essential chapter of my story. You have earned this place not with words, but with patience. You waited. You trusted. And now, I will repay that trust not just with this poem, but with the rest of my life. I will build temples of loyalty and gardens of joy around you. You will not walk another day unsure of your place in my life. You are not a side note. You are the headline. And though some may say love must be quiet when wrapped in royal garments, I say the opposite. Love, when true, must be loud. It must echo in the halls of marble, ripple through centuries, and rise like the sun from behind every guarded wall. I am not just announcing our love, I am lifting it. Above fear. Above doubt. Above the whispers of courtiers and the politics of lineage. I am saying, this is the woman I love. This is the woman I choose. And I will not step back. So let my serious announcement be more than a poem, let it be a promise. That no matter what shadows try to creep back in, no matter what doubts arise, I will hold your hand tighter. I will speak louder. I will stand taller. And I will continue to write this love story, not with ink, but with every breath of devotion, every act of protection, every moment of presence. You are no longer a chapter in the dark. You are the title of my life's masterpiece. And now, the whole world knows. My woman, this message may disappear like smoke, but my love never will. It clings to you like fragrance in a memory, like a promise in a dream. I may be bound by duty, by crown, by expectations I never asked for, but my soul is yours, unclaimed by royalty, untouched by titles. You knew me before I knew myself. And though I almost vanished, you saved me by just existing. That's why this message, though it may vanish, is the most honest thing I've ever written. If this is the last time my words reach you, know that I meant every one. I loved you then. I love you now. I will love you even when I am nothing but a forgotten whisper in the winds of Dubai. Because true love, real love, it never needs to be seen to exist. It just is. Like you. Timeless. Eternal. Mine. I see your face in everything, even in the things that have no memory of us. In the drifting winds that circle the dunes, in the scent of jasmine at dawn, in the shadows that stretch long and lonely across the desert, I see you. And I ache. Because no matter how far I went, how silent I became, how deeply I tried to bury the ache, your love haunted me like a song that refuses to fade. You were never just a chapter. I keep rewriting you in every verse, hoping that maybe, just maybe, one day you'll read between the lines and see the parts of me I could never